Christina got escorted out. Whispers fill the air. My gems are shining bright, but nobody seems to care. Joshua and Grayson working late into the night, doing all the dirty work, hiding from the light. I got 911 on speed dial just in case they call. Let's loose recording victims writing on the wall. John was never at the crime car, where did he go? Silent shadows creeping, secrets start to grow. Oh, crime car shadows, what did you see? Truth is slipping through like sand in the breeze. Who's the guilty one? Who's the one playing? Crime car shadows whispering his name. Footsteps in the hallway, echoes fade away. Clayson's hands are shaking, Joe won't let him stay. Christina's gone, but her voice is in my ear, telling me the answers, but the answers aren't clear. The dates are wrong, the truth is near, but the walls are tall, can't fill me with fear. One more call and 911, will they even care? Or leave us drowning in the dark and heavy air? Oh, crime car shadows, what did you see? Truth been through like sand in the breeze. Who's the guilty one? Who's the one to blame? Crime car shadows whispering in sound. Crime car shadows follow me down, digging through the secrets buried underground. Who's the liar? Who's the one who lied? Crime car shadows, nowhere left to hide.
What up, my bitches? Thank you so Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Can you hear me?
Mayday, Mayday.
I'm such a dork. Hey guys, check this out. I'm kind of bummed out. And thank you, Melissa. That's very kind of you. Well, let me say hi first. Let me say hi. Hello, Misty. Hey sis, how you doing? Patty Sturges. Melissa from the bushes. J13. Hey girl. Any good now? Okay. You guys, I'm so depressed. You want to know why I'm depressed? I heard from the DA's office of Lee County because I'm trying to get some discovery of Wade Wilson. So I was going to start with the crime scene photos. Do you know how much they told me it's going to cost? Because there's over 40,000, $50,000. Are you fucking kidding me? Because it's got to be redacted and all that shit. And she said to me, and I can't do this right now. There's some that are redacted. And it would cost me $50 plus $6 for the hard drive and $5 for shipping. Oh my God. I don't have that kind of money, you guys. I almost said yes to the $50 one though, since those are ready to go. $50,000? Who's got that kind of money? I'm really disappointed. Really disappointed. I've been having bad luck for some things. I'm not even going to talk about it. But hi, how is everybody? It keeps on mute. I'm not kidding. Oh my God. Hold on. That is insane, you guys. Now I'm going to really have to be looking at the mute button. Holy shit. It's muting on its own. I'm not even touching it. Holy shit. Oh my God. I'm sitting here talking. I don't even remember what I was saying. I don't remember where I was. Yeah, I'm going to work on that. I promise I will. I know. I want to make you guys laugh. I want to do Gypsy, and I have to get a wig. Did you hear me say about the crime scene photos of Wade Wilson? Did you guys hear that? $50,000. And I could pay for the ones that are redacted already, which is $50 plus $5 for shipping and $6 for the hard or the flash drive. Oh, you did. I'm disappointed. Well, hello, kick person. How you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here. Yes, make me popular. Thank you. Okay. Has anybody heard of this serial killer, Joseph Ture? Anything that has to do with Wade Wilson, they're going to make money on, and I'm very disappointed about it. But you know what? Florida, they're very transparent. You can get whatever you want, pretty much. If people wanted to go halves with me or something, I would do that and share. Not the 50,000. I'm talking about the 50. Oh, my poor lip. I'm blaming an angry Irish man for the possessed mute button. It's so weird. You've never heard of this guy? Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. Maureen, I see you over there on Facebook. Hey, girl. I miss you. Okay, I have talked to this man. This man is mean. He's very mean. And I'll share my conversation with him because people don't realize, and I'm going to tell you like it is. If I have questions, I go to the inmate. Okay. It could be male, it could be female, it could be serial killer, whatever it may be. I go to whoever I want because people think I only go to one inmate, which is bullshit. I go to many. Hi, Irene. I miss you. I hope you're okay. Okay, I'm going to tell you about this guy. No, let me tell you. Shut up now. I'm going to tell you my conversation with him. It was in 2023. And like I read more into his case. I'm like, holy fuck, this guy's scary. Right? He messaged me in 2023 and then again in 2024, October 2024. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Let me take him down. He's very scary. Let's see here. Oh shit. Let me take his face down. He's going to be okay. His parole hearing's up today, and I just want to see what the hell's going on. I know they're not going to let him out, but I figured this is something new we can talk about, right? It's a horrible, horrible case. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. All right. Here are his victims. A single mother. Okay. And there was a teenager and 2 teenagers prior to this. Okay. Let me take their picture down. Oh, my heart hurts. Oh, God. Are you guys listening? Is anybody listening? Yes, thank you very much. Mayday in the bushes, mayday. Okay, put that fire out. Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, we're gonna watch a little interview of him. No, I'll wait. Okay, we're gonna go to a cool site I found that talks about him, and they did a very, very good job. And they interviewed him. See, I'm scared of him. I'm never talking to him again. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay, this is in Minnesota. This was he got convicted and went to prison. Let's see. He got arrested 12/20/1978. Okay. But I'm afraid of him. I'm not afraid of many people. Really, I'm not. So, in the early morning hours, December 15th, 1978, Alice and 3 of her 4 children were shot to death in their beds in the rural home in Clearwater, Minnesota. Only 11-year-old Billy survived. He played dead. He covers, under his covers of 2 shotgun blasts, missed him. The murders remained a mystery for decades. Several potential suspects were considered, including Stearns County deputy who lived nearby and since have died. It wasn't until 2000 that the jury convicted a drifter named Joe Ture. Oh, okay, never mind. Something he denied doing. Okay, so he did talk to these people. Okay. He said he's been framed. Investigators had turns in the grips just 4 days after Holland's murders. He was driving a car that had been reported stolen and was harassing a waitress at Clearwater Travel Plaza near Interstate 94. One of them called the police. I'm having breakfast, and I'm trying to get a couple dates with a couple of the waitresses. Ture said in a prison interview. You know what? We should just listen to, they got the things here. Okay. But look at what he did, and I didn't know this. How did I not know this? Oh my God, you will not believe what he did. Police searched the car and found a metal rod wrapped in a steering wheel cover, a small toy car, a ski mask. Experts matched the rod to a bruise on Alice's body. Billy later described the toy car similar to the one of his that went missing. The items were turned over to Stearns County Sheriff's Office, who had been one of the first to arrive at the Hollings home or crime scene. He and another detective interviewed her. After evading several questions, he was released. They released him. Now listen, let's go here to what he did. Okay? Oh my God, there's so much shit. Let me just, you guys, you're not going to believe this. In 1981, 2 years after the Holling murders, he was convicted of abducting and R-ing an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old near Lake Street, Minneapolis. He was convicted of attempted to kidnap and R 20-year-old woman who escaped, and he burned her face with a cigarette. Oh, she burned his face with a cigarette. He also was convicted in 1980 of abduction, R-ing, unaliving a 19-year-old Diane Edwards. What is going on here? Diane was walking home from her waitressing job at Perkins in West St. Paul. She was forced to the car. Her naked body was found face down in a ditch. 2 weeks later, her clothes piled beside her. He confessed to the murders, but he said he was just playing games. In 1998, he was convicted of bludgeoning an 18-year-old. 1979, let's see. You guys, how is this possible? He said, I did a lot of bad things. I stole from this. Oh my God, you guys, I'm sick. I'm sick, and I talked to this guy. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't know it was that bad. In 2001, the Minnesota Supreme Court upheld Ture's conviction for the Mullings murder, and in 2004 upheld his conviction for the Woolen House. Okay, we'll get to that. Okay, let's see if his thing has started. Okay, guys. My God, I'm sick to my stomach now. How did he get away with all this? This is 1978. This is so fucked up. Hold on. I have to go to. There's another person that's having a parole hearing. Here we go. Oh, they haven't started yet? Okay. I'm going to put a trigger warning for this one. Okay. Because right now I'm sick to my stomach. Oh my God. It was worse than I thought. But this is what I got to say, people. 2023, I was still learning how to do a YouTube channel correctly. Okay. Oh my God, I'm sick. I'm sorry. I am so sick over this. Thank God it was on JPay. Oh, he's never getting out. There's no way. I wonder what he's going to say. Yeah. He was in the military, but it only lasted 6 months. See, I didn't know about that other shit. See, I'm so glad how I research now. So much better. And I always say to people, if you're going to contact an inmate, please be careful. Please, please, please be careful. And don't give up too much about yourself at all. Okay. So as we wait, let me look. So there's only 2 people. Hold on. Because they even say disclaimer, sensitive contact may be discussed. Yeah, it sure will be. So let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. You know what? I'm probably so sick to my stomach because I got a lot going on, you guys. I'm not going to say it all, but I mean, people stealing from me. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? I don't have much of anything, right? But what I do have, I'm grateful for. Someone like that doesn't. No, he doesn't even disturb. He doesn't deserve this. This is crazy. Why even waste the time? Okay. Hi. Hi. Okay. I'm moving around in my chair. I'm sitting on my feet. Hello. Hello. Mm-hmm. Hi. Hello, my pretties. How are you today? Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. I know I'm beautiful. That's right. Look at this shit here. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Thank you. Thank you. You think so? Thank you. Where the hell? What's going on around here? Where'd that go? What the fuck is going on? All right. We're just gonna wait. What's the holdup, man? Let's see. Holy shit. Mm-hmm. I know, I'm just playing around, guys. I'm just trying to figure this out. Hold on a minute. No. There we go. How about that? You like this color? Let me show you. See? Isn't that cute? Today is hoodie weather. It's 40 degrees today. Beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. Oh, look at what you're doing here. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, you know what? Thank you. Thank you very much. You know what I should do, you guys? I should do a thing. What would I call it? To get the money to for the $50 one. I wonder if another creator would go half with me. I don't know what to do. I think it's going to be in the 60s here today. Oh, wonderful. I'm in pain, you guys. I'm in a lot of pain. All right. Let's take that down. Take it down. Take it down. There we go. How about that? So, guys, I don't want to go through our conversation because you know what's going to happen? They're going to start this. You watch. Also, I need to share. I want to start sharing. Hi. Oh, because I want to get some discovery of Wade Wilson. I wanted to get some crime scene pics. There's over 40,000. They told me it's going to cost 50,000. Are you freaking high? So she told me that they have some that are redacted, and they would it's $50 and then $6 for flash drive, and then $5 for shipping. Nice. What time? 11:15, but maybe the inmates aren't there yet. Oh, let's go to his inmate thing. I gotta wishing there was a way for me to get you the 25. Maybe another creator will go half with me. Maybe. Need to mystery. I can help, but I don't know how. That's okay. I don't got a P.O. box. I don't know. All I know is that the lady told me that she has some she can send me, and she'll have them ready within 2 hours and send them out. And how are you, Amber? I'm trying to be happy today, and I got you guys, and it's gonna help. Because I was crying, people. I'm so sick of crying. But you know what? I guess it's good that I'm not holding this shit in. Hold on a minute. What am I looking for? I'm not in StreamYard. Let's find him. The locator. Name. Oh, my poor neck. You know, I don't know why they got to send them to me. You know, Okay, guys. We're going to his DOC. Oh, my God. I know. Look at my neck. Okay, it is what it is. I am who I am. This is all from my surgeries, guys. I've had 4 neck fusions. So shut the hell up. I know you guys, I can't help it. I can't help it. So there's that. Here we go. Here's the monster right here. The very scary guy. Look at him. Oh, look at him. Uncle Fester. Yeah.
Here.
Oh my God, here he is.
Member Andrew Larson,
Oh my God.
Here.
member Cheryl Remstead,
Here.
and Paul Schnell is present. A quorum of the board is present. And we will start off with the first case of the day, Mr. Joseph Ture.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Rebecca Holmes Larson, Executive Officer of Hearings and Release and the Supervised Release Board. We are here today to review Joseph Donald Ture, also known as Joseph Kaiser, who is participating through live stream video from the Minnesota Correctional Facility in Lino Lakes. Here with me at the Minnesota Department of Corrections Central Office are the Commissioner, Mr. Paul Schnell, and all the board members, as you've just heard. Mr. Ture, our records indicate that you had satisfied serving 2 sentences for criminal sexual conduct first degree, and you are currently serving 2 other sentences for the following offenses. On September 26, 1980, in Sherburne County, Joseph Donald Ture Jr. caused the death of Diane Edwards while committing criminal sexual conduct in the first degree. Diane Edwards' body was found naked about 30 to 40 feet off a roadway. It was later learned that her death was caused by a stab wound to her chest. Mr. Ture later confessed to killing Diane Edwards. And on December 15th of 1978 in Stearns County, Joseph Donald Ture Jr. caused the death of Alice Huling. In the course of a home invasion, Mr. Ture also shot and killed 3 other individuals in the residence. On February 22nd, 1982, Joseph Ture Jr. was sentenced to a life sentence for murder in the first degree while committing criminal sexual conduct in Sherburne County District Court for the death of Diane Edwards. On February 7th of 2000, Joseph Ture was sentenced to a life sentence for murder first degree in Stearns County District Court for the death of Alice Huling. Mr. Ture has been previously reviewed by the Commissioner and Advisory Panel twice and continued for a future review each time. Today's review represents his 3rd review after serving approximately 35 years of incarceration on these 2 active sentences. His minimum parole eligibility date occurred on January 17th of 2016. It should be noted that Mr. Ture has 4 pending consecutive life sentences yet to serve for the murders of 4 additional victims. Thank you. I turn this matter over to the board. Commissioner?
Good afternoon, Mr. Ture. Before we begin and come to you, I would like to turn it over to our Victim Services and Restorative Justice Unit, who would read a statement into record.
Thank you, Commissioner. These first couple statements are on the behalf of the Huling family. My name is Georgia Huling, sister of Alice. We share the same last name as we were married to brothers. Our families were very close. Our children were about the same age. We spent a lot of time together. That day in December of 1978 changed our lives forever. The fear, anxiety of someone killing Alice, Susie, Wayne, and Patty, that they could come and kill my family too. As we had the same last name, it went on for years. I still struggle with PTSD. The Thanksgiving before they were murdered, Alice was so happy as she was able to buy a new used car and had been approved for a credit card. That was all taken away that horrible day. There has never been a reason why. Only a monster would do such a thing. Joseph Ture has never shown any remorse or admitted guilt. I believe if he were to be free, he would kill again, as he has done to others besides Alice, Susie, Wayne, and Patty. I ask that Joseph Ture does not receive parole and remain incarcerated for his entire life. I have no more sister visits. Alice and I shared so many things. No more of our children growing up together, and no more family dinners at mom's and dad's both sides, and no more growing old together, and no more feeling safe. My name is Shirley Walls. I am the 3rd child in my family and the same age as my cousin Bill Huling. My entire family was close to Bill's family. Their dad was my dad's brother, and their mom was my mom's sister. My mom and dad had met at Daryl and Alice's wedding. We were extra close first cousins. I remember that day vividly when my parents sat us down and told us that my Aunt Alice, Susie, Wayne, and Patty were killed. I was 10 years old. What about Billy? I asked. He's okay, they said. From that day forward, my life was changed forever. There were no mores. I was closest to Patty, Susie, and Bill. Patty and Susie were full of life, kindness, pure goodness, and happiness. We often talked about the future. Even at 10 and 11 years old, we had grand plans. We talked about going to college together after high school, getting an apartment together. We had the world in front of us. Both girls were in gymnastics and excelled at it. We will never know how far they could have gone because of one cold night in December 1978. Joseph Ture, who was obviously filled with rage and anger, decided to end the lives along with the entire family. What a senseless act. To this day, the one unanswered question is, why did Joseph Ture choose to take all of their lives? I would really like to know. From what I know, he has never shown remorse for these killings and still denies that he killed them, even when the evidence clearly shows that he did. How can one person who has killed so many people even be considered for parole? I do believe in forgiveness, but also know that deep down, a person who is so evil does not deserve to be let out or returned to society in any way. From my perspective, if he is paroled, he will kill again, as what would stop him? A life sentence, actually 6 life sentences, should be the person's entire life. My Aunt Alice, Susie, Wayne, and Patty being taken has forever left an empty space, sadness, and even fear at times. I make sure to always lock the door, keep a light on, so I can at least see a little. If I hear a noise or something unusual, I make sure I know where I'm going to hide. I often think, what would be different if they were still here? But then my thoughts quickly fade, as I will never know. My final ask is that Joseph Ture not receive parole and remain incarcerated for his entire life. This next one is from Vicky. I am writing in regards to the upcoming parole of the above mentioned Joseph Ture. I am voicing my concerns in regard to his parole on behalf of my Aunt Alice, cousins Susie, Wayne, and Patty, who he murdered back in December 15th, 1978. The impact on my family in the loss of their lives have haunted me still to this day around this time of year. My Aunt Alice was the most kind, loving person who would share her last meal, dollar, for someone in need. My cousins Wayne, Susie, and Patty, whose lives were so tragically cut short, makes me wonder every time their birthdays come around what kind of adults they would have become. I am the oldest of the cousins, and we remember them every year at our family reunion. My mind still goes back to that horrible sight when I walked into the church for their memorial service, seeing 4 caskets lined up close because Mr. Ture decided when he executed them to make them unrecognizable. The horror my uncle had to endure to try and identify their bodies, not to say the least of my surviving cousin Billy, who has had to live with the loss of his older siblings. I believe that there is a God, but more than that, I believe that there is truly evil in this world, and Mr. Ture has to be truly evil to do all the things he has done in his lifetime. I know he is now 74 and has served many years, but why should he be allowed any moment of freedom from incarceration if my family wasn't allowed to live to their full potential? I wish this man to remain in prison to his last breath. He cannot possibly contribute anything to society at this time or any time in the future. This is truly an injustice that he was allowed even to be possibly paroled. I am a Christian, but I cannot forgive this man for the loss he gave to my family. This next one is from Karen. I am the second child of my family, same age as my cousin Patty. My family was close to Billy's family. His mom was my mom's older sister, and his dad and my dad were brothers. We were extra close first cousins. We all had the same grandparents and other cousins on both sides due to our parents being brother and sister to each other. Yes, my parents met at Alice and Daryl's wedding. I still remember that day as if it didn't happen over 47 years ago when we got told the news about my Aunt Alice and my cousin. I was 13 years old. When we got home from school that day, we saw my grandpa's car and a car of one of the parents that my mom babysat for her child. And our parent and grandpa not there. We were told that my parents and grandpa had gone down to my other grandparents' house and to stay off the phone and not to get the new paper. This got us all thinking, When Mom and Dad came home, they sat us down and told us the news that Alice, Susie, Wayne, and Patty were killed. And while they were sleeping, what about Billy? We asked, is he okay? He is okay, they said. For a year, I relive horrible night through waking up with nightmares, fear for my life, and being asked from strangers when they see what my last name is if I was related to the Hewlings that were killed. I would always nod my head yes. There were also no more in my life with them. I love my aunts Alice, Susie, Wayne, and Patty with my whole heart, and in my mind, all of them were going to be around to see me grow up and to grow up with me. My cousins were full of life, kindness, pure goodness, and happiness. But we never got the chance because of that night in December of 1978, Joseph Ture, who filled with rage and anger, decided to end the life of my entire family. By doing so, he left an empty space in my life, with him showing no remorse for what he did. Yes, I still think about my aunt and cousins and where each one of them would be at. Patty, most of all, because of her being the same age as me at the time. I am a full Christian believer and believe in forgiveness, but deep down, I believe that if a person who takes the life of 6 people does not deserve to be let out and return to society in any way, with having a life sentence and serving 6 life sentences, should that not be considered a life sentence? No. My final ask is that Joseph Ture not receive parole and remain in population prison for the rest of his life. How can any one person who was convicted of killing a family of 4 and 2 other ever be considered free? Lastly, we end with, we have no more weekend visits. We would visit my Aunt Alice and cousins weekly. We have no more agate hunting. This is something that we often did when we got together. There's no more sledding in the snow. They had a big hill by their house that we would sled down. No more board games or playing cards. No more playing Red Rover or baseball in the yard. No more driving our Hot Wheel cars throughout the house. No more meals shared around a table full of laughter and fun. No more baking cookies or cake together. No more spending time at my grandparents' farm with them. And no more sitting on the stairs combing my cousin Patty's long brown hair, as this was a weekly event. And no more for me that hurt the most is spending time on birthdays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, family reunions, and state fair time. We have one last statement, and this is from Fran House Monday. She is the mother of Marlis. Dear board members, how can I begin to tell you my treasured memories of my beautiful 18-year-old daughter? I saw Marlis the morning she was attacked as she got ready to go to school. It was 3 weeks before she was to graduate from Stillwater High School. She was always cheerful and wanted others to be happy. She always said, if you see someone without a smile, give them yours. Precious memory I treasure. I could go on, but the main thing is that our family has been deprived of Marlis's presence for 60 plus years because of Joe Ture. I know you don't really understand what it is like unless you've had a child murdered, but I know you for sure could never really imagine. Coming home on that horrible day and finding my daughter lying in a pool of her blood because someone had bashed her head in was the beginning of a nightmare that no parent should have to endure. Not knowing who did this or why brought fear to me and my other 2 children, as well as the whole community. I lived in fear, not knowing if I was being followed, so we decided to leave Minnesota. My husband found a job in Pennsylvania, and we packed up and moved his children and mine. I kept in touch with Washington County law enforcement and traveled back and forth from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to Stillwater, Minnesota to meet with them. From 1979 until 1998, Ture had not served a single day for killing Marlis. Thankfully, Washington County got a new sheriff and scheduled a news conference in 1996, bringing 48 Hours TV premiere show in September 1996, and then a trial in 1998, bringing justice for Marlis. Ture being locked up for killing Marlis brought a ray of peace for all of us. I am enclosing covers from books that have come out of this terrible event in our life. The first was I Wasn't Ready, written to help people understand how to help crushed parents. It was picked up by Westminster John Knox Press and published under the title Surviving the Death of a Child. The third book was Justice for Marlis, which was our success finding the killer. The fourth book was my work with the Compassionate Friends in the chapter Jack and I started in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. The fifth and last was published after Jack's death. The title, Reclaiming the Woods, sums up what we have endured for 20 years, finally finding peace and returning to our Minnesota woods. I can name 7 people that Ture murdered, and thankfully he is serving for at least 6 of them. With the idea of him being out of prison terrifies me. Why would I have to live in fear again? Ture knows where I live, where my family lives, and I'm sure he is not happy with what Jack and I have done to help keep him locked up. If he is free, where would he live? His family doesn't want him. The prison is his only comfort zone with free lodging and food. Please let him remain where he is for the rest of his life. My prayer is for our family and others to live in peace and safety from the serial killer. Sincerely, Frances Wallenhouse, Monday.
Thank you. Mr. Ture, I'd like to turn to you and ask you what it is you would like to see happen as a result of today's meeting.
Sure. I can only say that I did not commit these crimes. Terrible thing.
How did you come to be the focus of investigation in these cases? And I mean, we're not here today to retry this because that's not the role of this board. The role of this board is to make an assessment about your readiness for parole and whether or not you represent a risk to public safety.
Well, when I was in the Sherburne County Jail, there was a drug case down in Stillwater. 2 sergeants bringing drugs in. And there was an inmate there, Toby Kuminga. He worked with the BCA and everybody, and they fired the 2 sergeants bringing in drugs, you know. And they moved him up to Sherburne County and put him in my jail. There was only 3 beds in there, and I told the head sheriff, I seen this guy on TV. I do not want this sucker in my place. He said, I ain't got no place to put him. So then he comes up with this concoction. He wrote 3 confessions on all these murders. It's all his handwriting. Everything is his handwriting. The only thing that's mine is there. And what he did, he took a blank piece of paper with my name and his name, put it on the bottom of the paper, and he filled all this out. And none of it jives. Patty Hewling, he's got that I had the hots for her. And Patty Hewing was not the one that they were after. They were supposed to be after Susan Hewling. She's 16. Patty's only 11. She worked in Susan worked in a restaurant, you know. So if I really did this, why would I put Patty Hewling and not Susan Hewling? It don't make no sense. All his stuff is all bullshit.
So, Mr. Ture, I think again, I would say that the evidence I think became overwhelming, which resulted in your conviction. And as I said, I don't want to try this case, but then, as you think about what happened in this case, and the impact of it, like what's your reaction
I
to
know
it?
it's terrible. But you, and a Marlis, they didn't have on there that I was working for the Ford plant at the same time. I started at 2:30 in the afternoon and worked till midnight. My dad has been there 35 years. The BCA and everybody, they took my check out of there that I had, and they changed the story around to saying my dad was working my job. My dad ain't gonna be working on the merry-go-round, which what I was doing, putting on fenders. So how can I be in two places at one time?
Okay, so I want to focus on, like, so what have you done at all since you've been in custody?
There's done time, that's all. My whole family is not here.
I get all that. So I'm asking you, when you say you've done time, there are things you can participate in and do. And so give us some indication of what it is that you've done to better your life because of where you are.
I've had jobs ever since I've been to prison. Worked in the envelope or balloon factory. I was a swamper there for 3.5 years. I've been a cook. Recently, before I got moved out of Stillwater, I was the head swamper in B East. I did every job that nobody else would volunteer to do. And I didn't disrespect any staff or nothing. I was a totally inmate, you know. I didn't bother nobody. I had 2 LOPs, that's all, in the 45 years. I think that's pretty damn good.
Mr. I thought that you had actually, didn't you have some fairly recent kind of issues with some staff?
What's
Last
that?
several years, the last several years?
My caseworker there says I got 2 old LOPs. That's all I got in there.
All right. So what makes you believe that you're not a public safety threat?
And I'm 74 years old. I ain't got nothing out there.
So why should given that, still, like, why should parole be on the table? If there's nothing,
I have no idea what you're talking about. All I'm saying is that I didn't commit these horrible crimes. And you talk about rehabilitation. Well, what ain't that? I didn't cause no problems in the prison for my whole life. Always had a job and I treated everybody with respect except for inmates. Inmates always made up stories about me. And they got, a number of them got, about 6 of them, got $1,000 to come to testify against me. Making up stories that I confessed to them. Why would I confess to an inmate? What could he do me? They can't do me no good.
so Mr. Ture, here's this thing that I'm struck by. You were been in for a long time. You were seen before, right, by the commissioner.
Once,
Yep. And you were continued at that time for 10 years, correct?
yep.
And what was the kind of the goal or the hope that for you to accomplish in that time?
Well, they wanted me to get a GED, whatever, and I got that. And they kept on saying that, oh, you should have anger management or something. I ain't got no anger management problem. I treat everybody with respect, except for, like I said, inmates. Because they always want to agonize me about my crimes. Trying to get me into a fight or something. And I avoided all of that.
It seems a little bit like it seems a little bit like you like what I'm hearing you say is that you're always the victim in everything. You're a victim in your in the accusations and your conviction and
Yep.
and you're a victim when it comes to other inmates trying to goad you into doing things you're
Yep.
not going to do.
And getting back to Diane Edwards, I got a lab report here. There's about 30 pages or whatever on the examination of her body. They found a pubic hair on her body. Her boyfriend and took a DNA test, and the pubic hair did not match them. And they also said that it does not match the suspect. Who is the suspect? Me. So that proves that I didn't kill Diane Edwards. I don't know
Right.
what wasn't, I got that Edwards case and I got the one at the Ford plant. And the one up in St. Cloud where the sheriff deputy was having an affair with this gal for over years, 25 years. He was the main suspect at the time. And he moves the whole house next to his to still have sex with her. What I think happened that night.
Mr.
4
Ture,
o'clock in
I'm
the
not
morning.
I'm not interested in what you think
Yeah, I
happened.
know you ain't, because you guys ain't interested in justice. Minnesota ain't.
No,
involved with
the reality
justice.
is, as I've said to you before, it is the role and responsibility of this board not to re-litigate your case. That is the role of the courts and the appellate courts. That has happened.
And the courts don't want to hear me.
And so we are here today to discuss your parole or the potential of that.
Yep.
And what I'm asking you to do is make a case for it. And I'm not hearing you make a case for it.
I'm 74 years old. What harm can I do to anybody out there?
I think there certainly have been people who are your age and older who have caused harm. But that's not the question at this stage of the game. The question is, what's the case for your parole? Why should this board, why should I, as a board member, support in any way parole for you?
I don't know what to say. It's
Okay.
all stacked against me.
All right. At this point, I would.
I must be guilty. You just want me to pay for crimes that I didn't do. I can't explain nothing like that.
Okay. So I'm going to open it up to any other board members who may have questions for Mr. Ture.
Mr. Ture, I have a question. As the commissioner pointed out, we're not here to retry whether or not you committed the crimes, and they are too horrible for anyone to even know about, much less confess to. But I do wonder, what was your purpose for taking the toy car? What did that mean to you? And why did you do that?
I did not take a toy car.
Okay, that was my question. You don't need to say more. I thought you might want to clear your conscience for at least one small aspect of it. That's it. Thank you.
And
Any
that's
other-
something I didn't do.
Any other questions of board members? Mr. Ture, before the board begins discussion and deliberation about next steps, I want to open the floor to you for any final comment that or thoughts that you would like the board to consider in their deliberation.
I gotta take a break. I gotta go.
Do you? Okay. We'll just take a brief break, and we'll come back. You want to take them off?
He's scary, guys. Where's that comment? No, he's not. No, he's not. What is he's getting angry with these people. He's putting 0 effort. She told him. He took that car for what do they call that when serial killers, what do they take those things for? I can't remember the word. See, I'm not even thinking right today. Sorry. No. I don't know if that's a word. It could be. So they can relive. Hold on. Trophies. 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 That's it. I want to know why this guy got away with so many crimes. Yeah. I wonder where he had to go. Where do you think? Is she? Do you think she'll get one? Oh, I couldn't stand that prosecutor.
Mr. Ture,
I
you're
mean,
good to proceed?
oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we
So
go.
before the board begins discussion and deliberation about next steps, I want to briefly open the floor for you for any comment or thoughts, things that you would like the board to keep in mind as they deliberate. Ask you to make any final comment that you would like the board to consider before we deliberate next steps.
What I can say, I can just say that I will not admit to crimes that I didn't commit. I don't know what is so hard to believe in there. You know, it's like, I'm behind the 8 ball. That is why after the first meeting I had with you guys, I canceled the last 2. If you know there. I only did this one because I was advised that maybe they will let you out. But in Minnesota, I don't think I'm gonna get no justice. You guys just wanna blame me for acts that somebody else did not do. You will not do DNA on the Diane Edwards case to find who the real killer is. I'm trying to solve these crimes by myself. You will not help me. Nobody will. I can't get an attorney or nothing. My next course is the Attorney General. I'm still with him. He's still looking at my case. Maybe I can get justice from him. But I ain't gonna get it with you guys, I guess. You know, I've been through a lot. I was almost killed in Stillwater by 14 inmates. They couldn't do the job, you know. Every morning I wake up and I say, damn, I'm still alive. I wish I would go back to my mother, because my mother cared about me. Like these people here, you know, have sob stories to say. Yeah, well, I can't blame them for feeling bad that way, but I am not the one to shoot arrows at. I don't know what else I could say. I'm a
Okay.
changed man. I'll never be the same. I was younger back then, so I did some bad things, but I did not kill anybody. I was in the hunting women, prostitutions. That's what I got picked up for originally. It's a big jump from prostitution to murders. I was in the Marines. I enlisted for the Marines. And I want to be in the motor pool, fix vehicles and everything like my dad did. What did I go through? Basic training, and they want to hand me a rifle. Say you're in the infantry. I said, hell no. I signed up for the Marines. I don't want to go kill somebody. I don't like guns at all. I never owned a gun in my lifetime. Why would I shoot the Hewling family with a gun when the sheriff deputy, who is the one that really killed the family, when he dies, oh, let's go get Joe Ture. He's easy prey. Yeah. I knew that would happen. Ain't much more I can say.
Okay. Thank you. At this time, I'm going to close the discussion. During board discussion and deliberation, the board will not entertain any questions or allow interruptions. And with that, I would open this to the board for discussion on next steps.
Well, I want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly, but he's got 4 more life sentences. He's 74. He will not be out of prison. So I would like to make a motion to parole him to the next one so people don't have to come back. So the victim survivors don't have to come back until for 27 more years.
He's got 17 years.
Oh, I take it back. Okay, thank you.
Take back your.
I think for the,
Yeah, it was gonna be parole to the next one.
So you're taking back your motion?
Yes, I'm not making that motion.
Okay, the motion is withdrawn.
well, I think that for the safety of the community and in honor of the victims, we absolutely deny parole and continue incarceration for the maximum period permitted, whatever that may be. 10 years, whatever, indefinitely, if possible. He is crimes escalated in terms of violence and cruelty, and he will always present a risk to women and children. I can't foresee ever letting him out. He's made no attempt at programming. He will not even admit his crime. Therefore, he can never feel any remorse. So my motion is to deny parole and continue for the maximum period possible. And I don't know what that is.
All right. So why don't there is no maximum, but I think, it is just, I think it would be fitting to set some term, despite the fact that, we're talking about a long time here. So I don't know if you want to specify.
Well, let's specify 10 years. If some miracle occurs and he has something to say in 10 years, I'm sure a board would like to hear it. So that's my motion, deny parole, continue for 10 years.
All right, there's a motion, and is there a second? There is not a second. Is there another motion that a board member would like to bring forward? I'll bring one just for the sake of, Andrew, were you preparing to? I can defer.
Oh, no, I was very similar to, I think, where Joe was going. I would, the only change I would make to the motion that Joe was making was just to extend the period longer. So I'd make a motion to deny parole, establish a continuance for 20 years.
That sounds good to me as well. I just didn't know what might be reasonable. 20 is fine with me.
So that we have a motion.
That is
It's
my
a new
motion.
It's a motion. Is there a second on that?
I second.
There's a motion by Larson, a second by Bray to deny parole and set a continuance of 20 years. Any other discussion on the motion? Hearing
The
none.
only there's really no
sorry.
other discussion. I apologize, Commissioner.
No.
One of the things that he said during his closing remarks, I think, was the lone piece of honesty that I heard him say with regard to hunting women. I think that's exactly what he's partaken in. So I just wanted that noted.
Thank you. All right, there's a motion and a second, and we'll call the vote. To the motion, Board Member Bray,
Yes.
Board Member Earhart,
Yes.
Board Member Larson,
Yes.
Board Member Ramstead,
Yes.
and Schnell votes yes. The motion prevails unanimously. Mr. Ture, your movement to parole is denied, and you are continued for a term of 20 years. Wish you the best.
Thank you, everyone. Our next review coming up is with the facility in Rush City, and we'll connect to that in shortly.
I can get them on right now on the right.
And okay.
Okay. Let me see. I see someone asked if I had Venmo. I don't have Venmo. I got a Cash App. Hold on, I gotta fix this. All right. Okay, that guy is scary. Very, very scary, guys. Oh, now let me show you some things. He did get beat up one time in prison. I'm sure there's more. Let's look. What's this? Ture hospitalized after attack. Convicted murderer Joseph was hospitalized after being beaten Tuesday afternoon by several fellow inmates at Stillwater State Prison. He was 31. He was listed in fair condition Tuesday night. He was taken to the hospital by ambulance about 5:45 p.m. with a broken nose. Oh, shit. And a badly beaten face. Where am I? According to St. Paul Police. So, never mind. Ture, who was convicted last month of first-degree murder in September 1980 and slaying of Diane Edwards of West St. Paul, recently began serving a life sentence. Hold on. Oh my God. What the fuck? Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's not even showing. Sorry. So sorry. So sorry. There we go. This is the their news clip. Oh my God. All right, let's see. All right. Indicted in the 1978 killing of family. All right. Oh, shoot, I can't read that. Okay, was he beat again? For the death of Diane, he was sentenced last month. Stillwater State Prison, attacked. Okay. Never mind. Okay, you guys ready? Are you ready? Here's my conversation with him. Let me pull it up. You people, if you ever want to talk to an inmate, please be careful. Guard yourself. Okay? This is 2023. I reached out to him. And mind you, I'm just learning how, YouTube works and all that. Oh, yeah, he's scary. Hold on a minute. Where is... Let me start with... You guys, I can't believe this shit. I got to make sure that there's no identifying stuff here. Hold on, I got to double check because people are sick. All right. Hold on a minute. 2024. All right, here we go. Whoa. All right. Here's my conversation with him. I reached out to him on 1/12/2023, and I said, hello, Joseph. I follow true crime, and I came across your name and the charges, which I will not talk about, only ask questions if you choose to answer my email or not. It's all good. About your life and how you got to where you are today. I know this is pretty vague. I'm keeping it short for now unless otherwise. That's what I said. And this is what he said back to me. When was that? 1/12/23. Okay. God, you guys. All right. He's an ass too. 1/13/2023. He says, I got your email here today. You are very, very vague in your letter to me. You didn't spell vague right either. You know what, you dumbass? You didn't spell right. You have no idea what a nightmare I am going through in prison for the crimes I did not commit in the first place. Just because you watch something on TV doesn't mean it's true. I have no idea what you're up to either. You didn't say anything about yourself, age, where do you live? A picture would be nice. Joe. And then he sent me this. You guys. See, you got to be careful, man. This is he sent me this. It's through JPay. I love selfies. Can you believe that shit? And he says, what does that say in the bottom? Hold on, let me take this down. Can't wait to hear from you. Well, he never heard back from me. Never. Oh my God, that was scary. I can't believe what I put myself in. Okay, he reached out to me again in 2024. So let's find the last one. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was going to show you guys something too. I checked something out. All right, here's this one. I got to make sure there's nothing about my name. Okay, I'm safe. Listen to me, I'm safe. Okay, and (10/22/2024). I thought it was last year. I was wrong. Hey there, what's up? Happening with you there? I was looking at my player and found out that I never sent you a letter. I also see that you never sent me a picture of you. You can get one to me. I sure would like to see who you are and see you. Well, I will be here waiting to see you. Take care out there, Joe. You guys, isn't that scary? What the fuck did I get myself into? I'm not kidding. It's creepy, ain't it? I don't fucking know. Anyways, so there's that. Hold on a minute. We're gonna watch something. Hopefully, if they don't take my stream down. Okay. Cold case files. Is my name showing on here? It's too bad I gotta be careful like this. Okay, number 2. Okay, he was on 2 shows. This one is Cold Case Files, and then he was on 48 Hours. So here we go.
Murder and sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms.
Hey, you know what? That sounds like American Justice. All right. Why isn't it going to let me do it? It doesn't show me. Sorry, guys. Hold on. There it is. Is it going to let me show you guys? No. Hold on. I pay for this shit. Hold on a minute, people. I got a great program today. Message me if you need help. I gotta go. Great program. Thank you. Nice to see you finally. All right, we're gonna go to my Amazon Prime. That's right. That's right, people. Watch, they'll take down my stream. Shoot, why did I do that? Hold on. Dang it, it was an interview he did. Prime Video. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh my God, look at him. Okay. What's going on? Okay. All right, guys. Hopefully this will work. All right. Oh, wait it. All right, guys. Here we go. However, I got to watch my screen because they just might, yeah. Here we go.
They ain't got no evidence on him.
The convicted
Did you hear that? A laundry hook into his brain. Yes. Did you see the eyes? I'm echoing? Shit. Sorry. Fuck.
killer survived. Just, he deserves no.
There's still an echo? I muted me. There's still an echo? Are you kidding me? What the fuck? There's still an echo? Hello? Okay. Hold on a minute. I want to get to something here. I want to see. Okay, here's the guy that survived. Oh shit. Hold on a minute. Sorry. No echo. Here I am muted once again. Once again. What's going on? Okay, you know how he talked about that he was in the Marines? He got kicked out. Oh, it was the video? Okay. He got kicked out. He was only in the Marine Corps for 6 months. So there's that. He's a liar. He's a liar. Liar, liar, liar. So that was interesting, huh, peoples? What do you think? Did you find that interesting? Good. Okay, just making sure. I just, I just seen that he had a parole hearing coming up, and I wanted to share my conversation with him, with you guys, because that's what I do. That's what I do. But if whatchamacallit, another creator want to go half with me, let me know for the crime scene pics that are ready to go. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. All right, guys. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Goodbye.
Boot up the stream, grab your snack and noodle. Here comes the queen, kid and caboodle. Wi-Fi blazing, wig on tilt. More drama than a soap opera quilt. Kid logs on in a sparkly robe, sipping iced tea like she runs the globe. Drops more truth than a psychic at noon, with a cat named Taco and a raccoon named Boom. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber. Wi-Fi warrior, clickbait mover, shaking up the algorithm like a smoothie blender. Watch out, troll, she's a copyright sender. Hot shit YouTuber, talking tea with a pink ring light aura. Yeah. She reviews shampoo and ghost hunts too. Caught Bigfoot slipping in a Gucci shoe. Unboxes snacks, talks haunted dolls, and drops a diss track on bathroom stalls. Hidden caboodle is a hot shit Uber. Hashtag queen, thumbnail smoother, dancing in a study with a llama on her head. Uploading content even while in bed. Hot shit YouTuber, even aliens subscribe, that's no rumor. Yeah. She vlogs in Walmart, midnight mission. Caught an aisle 9 with divine precision. Mic in hand, she interviews cheese. Sir, you aware you're lactose free? Goes live while baking glitter pies. Starts a feud with ducks, no lies. Reacts to Karen's, paints her Jeep, and once went viral yelling sheep don't sleep. Kitten caboodle is a hot shit Uber. Ring light blazing, sassy maneuver. Bans a troll while dancing to chair. Then sells merch made from her own hair. Hot shit YouTuber. Even her outro has a blooper.